All right, hello and welcome to the video, guys. We're going to be doing RHM today, and this is going to be kind of a boring tank for me to play, but because I've only done a replay of a good game in this tank, kind of want to show you how to set this thing up and how to play it, because I never do tank destroyers. I mean, they're just really boring to talk about, in my opinion. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to play this vehicle, and I'm going to try and assess like every situation going on the map and talk, strategically through every single game that we play about anything I can find. That way I can give you guys, some vital information. We can both learn together while we're sitting and waiting for some shots, right? So here we go. We have the RHM, right? And I set this thing up with the smaller gun. The reason for this is because even though this is actually what I wanted, even though the 15 centimeter packs a huge punch, it's inaccurate AF, and it's just the shell velocity is awful, and it's just not a good gun choice. I'm telling you, once you get to this tank, which I'm hoping to get to soon, I mean, I could technically get it, but I like to, play the tank a lot and kind of learn about it, and build up the field modifications and all that. Actually, I think you have to actually purchase it right first, but so let's just do that. And yeah, I think now we can do that. But hopefully you understand what I'm saying. Like, I really like to kind of get a feel for the tank, and the RHM is nothing like my play style, so I don't want to just jump into it, the tier 9, right? I want to kind of, get a hang of this tank, and I think I kind of have it. Again, I just learned that this gun is garbage. I was looking forward to it a lot, but it's just not worth it. Trust me, play with a 12.8 centimeter. You're going to have a much more exciting time playing with this gun. It's just way better. I know it doesn't hit as hard, but it's way more accurate, way more consistent, and you're going to have a better time with this gun. So run that gun, and then I would recommend you set it up like this. I have quite a bit of concealment here, and then obviously these two things for the gunner and the driver. I run this on everything. I don't emphasize these all the time, but snapshot and smooth ride, guys, you should be running this on like literally every single tank. Even like Artie can benefit from it, I believe. So I have situational awareness and recon on this guy. I'm thinking we will run probably just concealment on this guy. And the concealment on this thing is pretty good. One thing to note, though, is that its mobility is not great. So keep that in mind. Stationary, this is a 45% camo and 29%-ish on the move. I use everything to maximize my gun on this, so I don't run optics. It's only 396 view range, but this is a extreme support vehicle. It even says here sniper tank destroyer. You want to be way in the back with this vehicle most of the time. So I run it with the improved aiming, and then I have rammer, and I also run this with orderly ammo rack. The DPM is pretty good on this thing, but I really like to emphasize DPM just because with a tank destroyer that's sitting this far in the back, even though it's pretty accurate, if you miss a shot, you really you want that quick reload. You want your reload to be as fast as possible so that you can keep smacking people left and right. I mean, you're a support vehicle, so really you should be maximizing your gun accuracy and your DPM. That's almost like just a general RPG kind of playstyle, right? Like if you're a DPS, a damage per second, you want to maximize your damage, right? So that's really what I'm doing here, is just maximizing my damage per minute, damage per shot, whatever you want to call it in World of Tanks, but that's what I'm doing here. So I also run this with the IRM. The reason I run it with IRM is because the tank, even though it looks like it could be kind of snappy, it's very slow in traversing. It's very slow in turning its turret. So that's why I run it like that. And then obviously we have rations, and I just run it with, standard ammo loadout. I have a few HE shells here, and I usually split the APs and APCRs pretty much 50-50. That's it, guys, for the setup. Let's go ahead and get into the game. I'm just going to quickly, this is so different now. Where do I find, they're up here now? Yeah. I'm just going to quickly turn on like one of these. This is so weird, man. It's been this long since I've used. Let's just do one of these. Free experience. Okay, so you can only do one per. All right, I'm understanding it now. We'll just do that, and we have clan reserves on, and let's go ahead and get into the game. So, again, with, you know, obviously we have camo on this thing. With the camo, I mean, it's 29% concealment even on the move. That's pretty good. And we have 45% concealment stationary. So you can definitely get this thing behind a bush and snipe and really not even have to worry about moving. But when you do have to move, I'm just warning you guys, it's going to be hell, because you cannot move quickly in this vehicle. Just keep that in mind. It's pretty slow, so you know, you always have to be paying attention to the map and know when you need to run away. Alright. So, I'm thinking on this map, we're going to head over this way, and let's see what we have going on here. This is a tier 6, 7, 8 game, it looks like. As I saw MT25 down here, SU100Y. There's a 1357 that is on, what do you call it, anonymizer. He could be a good player, he could suck, we don't know. And yeah, the EBR doesn't look like a great player, but this is something to watch out for. They also don't have great view range, but I just like to be cautious. So here comes the 1357. This is a pretty aggressive play for him. I'm going to come up right to this bush, guys, just for now. Like I said, you want to be way in the back with this vehicle. Looks like someone got a shot into this guy. Okay. And even the APs have decent shell velocity. We're able to clean up the AMX there. That was a good first shot. That's my first shot of the day, guys. Not even, you know, first shot of this game, but this is my first game, so my first shot of the day, and we hit something, so that's good. Okay, I'm just going to take a snapshot at the EBR. I doubt he spots me from here. I'm not really worried about that, so worth the shot in my opinion. Okay, we're able to clean up the EBR, shouldn't spot me from here. And look at that, guys, we've eliminated 2 light tanks from the game, and I think we can kind of start moving up now that both of these guys are dead. Let's see if we can get a shot now. Not with the hill going on here. So what I'm looking at is I'm seeing, like, AMX is kind of starting to lose his HP, so now I'm, like, getting slightly, yeah, okay, he's dead. So this is a play now that normally as a light tank you can probably just rush the Type 59 if you were full HP or something like that, right? But with this tank you got to be extremely passive. It hits hard, but you can't run after people in this tank. It's so fragile. I'm telling you, unless it comes down to a situation where it's like 2v1 and you're trying to just clean up one more person so that you're in a 1v1 or something like that, like if it's absolutely vital that you go after someone, then do it, but by all means, you know, run away, even if it's just one vehicle, right? I'm telling you guys, that's the way you have to play this tank. And instead what we'll do is we'll come back here. I kind of went the wrong way, like as I was talking, I should have just went around this way, but we're gonna get back here and we're going to help the southeast side of this map instead. I'm gonna load APCRs because there's probably gonna be some tanks here with decent armor, and we're just gonna get as close as we can without really getting lit here. So at this point, I'm thinking, like, look at this. Indian and SU-100, we can get, like, maybe to here, but I'm not going to push it and go much further. Right? And what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to turn my tank, and look, these guys are pushing now. So kind of just a breakdown on the team's part. You know, I want to help as much as I can, but I'm telling you guys, you have to be very passive in this vehicle. Not a great shot. I just like to let people know when I'm on the reload. Let's go for this guy. Okay. Let's focus the KV-3. Yeah, and the accuracy is really trolling me here. So, well, at least we get the tracking assist there. Okay, another one of the IS-6B, and you see how I'm moving after I take every shot, because I'm preparing to have to run to the bush line behind me. Okay, this guy is eliminated. Now we're going for the SMV. I'm watching my back. I see the Nashorn is still at a good distance, so I know, like, no one is in this area to spot me yet. It's just something to keep an eye on. And yeah, spamming APCRs, guys, but from this range, like, I think that's understandable. Here's SMV. I'm thinking that he's going to go one way or the other. I'm hoping he goes this way, because I think we'll have a shot if he goes this way. Yeah, come on. Alright, good. And now I'm going to focus my attention back on the north. I'm going to load APs. I don't think we'll need the APCRs. And I'm going to come up to this hill right here. I think this is a pretty good spot because you get a good look going down the hill. You don't really have good bush cover, but because of the concealment of this vehicle, I think we will be okay. Like, I wouldn't just go up there with like an SU-100Y or something like that. And yeah, this is just paying attention to the map, guys. I'm pretty sure that we've won this. MT-25 would not push this. And we still have E-25 Super Hellcat on lit. Most likely a lot of these guys are going to be in here. That's just my guess and my opinion, but I would think that these guys would be in this area, and they're probably also camping it out too. So we're going to wait and see what happens here. I actually think because the Nashorn is so far down, we don't even need to go to this hill anymore. I'm going to come to this bush line, and I'm going to use this building as hard cover for now. T-34 has died. FV is the last one here. Yeah, this is going to be tricky now. Let's see. Where else can I go? I need distance. Here's MT-25. I don't want to get spotted by this type. The FE-304 probably has no view range, so... if I can just do something like this for now. I don't know. Just something to keep me from getting lit from this guy. Okay, he's dead. I think this should do it for now. Like, we're hidden enough where this guy won't spot me right away. In fact, he probably wouldn't spot me until he's like 100 meters. But yeah, like the way where this Nashorn is, he might not even spot the Type 59 coming this way, so you have to be really careful of that. Like if the Type pushes, I don't think it's the greatest idea by the Type because I think he's pretty low HP. Yeah, he's a one-shot to really everybody. So, okay, Indian is taking fire here. And this is where it becomes tricky, right, guys? You can have like good players that play tank destroyers, and they could look at this game and be like, wow, this guy sucks. But in my opinion, it's very hard to determine like when you should push and when you should be passive. Like this is not an obvious one because the positioning, like where the Type 59 is, it's tricky, right? So I'm almost thinking we can do something like this and just try and stay kind of low for now. There is hard cover, like suppose I come up to here, there is some hard cover, right? So I mean, in reality, in a perfect world, this would work, but it really depends on where everybody else is. Let's see. I'm going to load APCRs just because this game is so close. And I'm going to sit right here for now. Yeah, I'm spotted here. Okay. I'm just going to sit right here for a minute because I'm not sure if I'm still lit or not. I think I stuck out a little too much and the S1 spotted me. I'm hoping that's what it was. And this arty will likely probably blind fire this area now, so I'm not even going to try this. And look, it's just the FV now. I think we need to... This is kind of like a defense play we need to do now. Yeah, this is a defend the base type of game at this point because it's just me and the Nashorn. The SU shouldn't be pressing this, really, in my opinion. And see, like, a lot of people would say tank destroyers are very easy, but they can be tricky, guys. Like, it's tricky to, like, determine where you're safe and stuff like that. So I'm just trying to get to a point and see how people are, like, clicking on me where I'm not going to get spotted. But, like, look, see this over here? Like, this is what concerns me, man. Like, everyone's just clicking on me like I should be pressing, but it's like, dude, you know, I lost half my HP already, you know, so. I don't know what you want me to do, dude. I'm thinking best case is we get to maybe this bush right here, but I don't want to go any further than that, because like I said, it's almost even, actually, right? Because it's pretty even by HP, but let's see if I can get a shot on this guy. Okay, they got him. You see how I'm not running all the way back to the base or anything like that, but I'm trying to get at a distance where I can shoot people without them spotting me, right? Because we just got spotted by the S1 before and stuff, so I wish this guy would stop clicking on me, man. And now we're in a situation where we can win this game, because the Type 59 is a one-shot. Here he is. Clean him up. And now we just have Artie. There he is. He's right here. That was pretty lucky. Even a Tier 6 Artie could easily eliminate this tank from the game, so. We'll wait for the SU-152 to spot him. And that's the game, guys. So we did 6 kills, 2,789 damage, 908 spotting, and that's a good game for me in a tank destroyer, especially in a tank destroyer. But I'll say this, I was like halfway through that game, I was like this in here, you know what I mean? I wasn't really sure if I should advance or if I should, you know, go back, so I'm kind of just putting myself in the middle there. Like, I wasn't really sure, because the positioning gets weird. Sometimes you'll have like one enemy here and one enemy here, and you're like in the middle, you know what I mean? So you kind of want to support this side, but you kind of want to support this side too, and you don't really know exactly where to go. When you're in that situation, you'll know what I mean. It's kind of hard to describe, but you can run it back there and see kind of what I was talking about. It's tough because you got like the SU coming up all the way over on this side of the map, right? And then like I'm here, you know, it's just sometimes the situations can be weird, but we did get a top gun out of that. That was a pretty good game if you ask me. And we're up top here. We're like 3rd by experience and 3rd by damage, and it looks like pretty much like these, we were like the top players, man. Like the SU, the AMX, me, and like the Indian and stuff. Looks like we carried this game pretty well. So that's it, guys. I thought that was pretty good. So let's go ahead and get into another game. Oh, man. This rain is good, man. Makes you burp. But yeah, I felt like we talked that out pretty well in that video. There was a lot kind of going on there. So if you guys care to run it back, you can see kind of how I played that, and you know, hopefully you learn a thing or two. Like, I'm learning all the time. This is why I like to play newer, you know, not newer vehicles, but different vehicles. You know, like I never play tank destroyers because a lot of times to me they're just boring. But so this is one of those maps where you kind of have to pick a side, unfortunately. I'm always tempted to go, unless I'm in a TD that has armor or something like that, I'm tempted to go north. So we're going to go north here. You can come up here, but I think this is just a very kind of like a classic play to make that everyone is expecting. There's plays that you can make in this game that will work a lot of times, but they leave you in risky spots where everyone is going to have their guns pointed because everyone is expecting people to go to that ledge. So this is just one of those maps, unfortunately, where you kind of have to pick a side. Like I can sit here and just wait, like that's an option, but I'd rather put my gun, you know, in a fight as quickly as possible, though you still stay back, if that makes sense. So I'm not going to go like way up where the RU is and all that. I'm going to come way back over here. And because we've pushed this so quickly, if we didn't push this, I would just be like sitting here or something, like trying to take shots. But it's really like no game, and if you guys are anything close to decent at this game, you'll know that this is true, that no game is the same. I have played like 30,000 battles in World of Tanks, probably more than that actually. I want to say I've played like 10,000 on this account, and because I'm a re-roll technically, I played maybe like 15-20k on my other account. But yeah, I think 10k battles here, and look at this. We're already pushing this, so I'm going to follow these guys. And this could be just a very boring game, but that's what you're here for. You're here for in case something happens, right? But anyway, guys, because I made another account, mostly just because I wanted the name change for YouTube. That's when I started making my videos, but I've played a lot of battles, and I swear to you, no battle has ever been the same. You have to always expect the unexpected, and who knows, they could have sent 10 people this way, and look at this. I mean, looks like they sent most people south, or the team's camping, or what have you, but you just never know what to expect, you know? Like, even Skill for LTU with his 100k battles, you know, in this game, more than that, he still can't predict, you know, what's going to happen, you know? So, but we're going to come up here. We're safe to do so, because like I see the Kunstpanzer over here. I don't know how you say that. Kunstpanzer, whatever. But he's over there, so that tells me that no one is in this area spotting, realistically. I mean, again, expect the unexpected, but I think I'm pretty safe to make this play. And at this point, because everyone's pushing, we have to put our gun in the fight. You know, I want to stay back, but we have to get involved here. We have no option, because otherwise the RU isn't going to get support, the standard B isn't going to get support, so. Man, this RU is making a really aggressive play here. I don't know if it's the right move. Oh, that's unfortunate. Damn, dude. I'm trying to help you, man, but I need him to be lit again. It's just the angle. You guys know what I mean? Like, he's sitting kind of like that, right? So that's why. With him dead, I think... Oh, man, this is risky. Like, this team just broke down so quickly. We're going to go for a shot at this guy while I have it. No, we're not. Standard B is right here. No, I'm going to go for a shot at this guy. That wasn't even close. Alright, at this point... Alright, check this out. Check this out, guys. Watch this. I was hoping he wouldn't spot me, but he did. Let's see if we can get one more shot off before we go down. It had to be a Char, right? So we get 2 shots of damage there. Unfortunately, the team just broke down very, very quickly. And again, this is what I mean about this game. Like, it is incredible, like, how quickly the game can change, how quickly certain things can happen. And you know, we were pushing the north really hard, and then the entire team just melted. Like, I don't even know what happened there. But you know, you got to do what you got to do, right? Like, we could have stayed back here. Maybe we could have got like 1 or 2 more shots instead, but there was no way we were going to win this game no matter what we did. So really, at that point, it's just an experience thing, and I don't have a ton of experience with this vehicle, but I'm trying to put my gun in the fight. But unfortunately, our team melted. So not the best example there, but, you know, you got to do what you got to do. So let's go for a third. Just hearing a lot of talking. I think my roommates are talking. It's just, I could hear it through my headphones. I wasn't sure what was going on. Alright, this is a better map in my opinion. I won't lie to you guys, I really don't like that previous map. Like, even in a light tank, I've never liked that map. I don't know what it is. It just feels like it's too open to me or something. Not Siegfried line. I get the two line maps confused, but whatever it's called. I've never been a fan of that map. Ever. Alright, so Mountain Pass is pretty good. Like, Mountain Pass is one of those maps where you can, especially from this spawn, I'm going to go with APCRs just to get the higher shell velocity from the start. Hopefully someone will spot the crossing. We'll see. But in my opinion, with a tank like the RHM on Mountain Pass, you have a lot of options. Like, you can try and smack people that are taking the bridge. You can cover the middle. If this gets lost, you can run back to there. If the ice road gets lost, you can run back into here, where my mouse is. I think we can pull out and take a shot at this guy without getting spotted, at least initially. Concept 1B is pushing, but we have SC-130 there. FV. Okay. Man, that concept pushed really hard. It's actually a pretty good play, I think, on his part. But we'll see what happens. We have the SU there. If he needs my help, I'll go. Okay, 569 into the T25. Coming back in case I'm lit. It's very unlikely. IS-6 is also pushing. We might need some help in this mid, but I'm right here if these guys need help. So. So yeah, like I was saying, guys, there's a lot of options you have here, right? Like, if this gets lost, you can come back to here and defend it. You can sit back here and defend the bridge. You can play the mid, or if ice road gets lost, you can come back to here and defend the ice road. You have a lot of options on Mountain Pass because it's a corridor map. So whatever you lose, basically, on the map, you can defend it pretty easily with the TD. In fact, I would argue that ice road is probably one of the easiest ones to defend because you can sit where the S51 is. I wish this guy would poke just a little more. I don't really have the shot. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move up. See, this has kind of won in the south, at least so far, right? I don't see anybody pressing into these guys right now, so I want to come up to here. Even if I get lit and take like one shot doing this, I'm okay with it, but I want to get to this bush in case people are up here, so I have the shots to take people, to hit people in this area while these guys push up. Like the Lancin, he might be up a little too far. If Progetto comes around and spots him, we will have a shot. Okay. Lancin is up there, but I see the Scorpion, and I think the Scorpion is going to be pointing at them, so I want to hit this dude. Shot the Lancin. Okay. And see, that one shot allowed the Scorpion to be a one shot for someone else. So you see how sometimes just one shot can help your team, guys. Just one shot can make a big difference. So, alright. I'm going to push this now. I don't have a shot at this guy right now. Let's see. Come around. Hang on. I got you, man. Okay. Now we're going to push the base. I'm actually just going to go this way, I think, and support these guys. Because most of the people are lit here. The people pushing into the base shouldn't have any issue at all, and they'll be flanking. And then I can come around and actually get shots from the opposite angle of where these guys are. AMX50 is joining me, and we should absolutely, you know, walk this team, basically, at this point. We shouldn't have any issues. expected that. Okay, thank you. I'm like spotted, really, and I'm looking like, and I'm like, this has to be the only spot. That's unfortunate. How about right there? Jeez, man. All right, standard B is the only one that's left. There he goes. 1485 damage, guys. We'll put our gun up. We'll play one more. These have been pretty quick games, these last two. But that was all right. I mean, for what we had, like, we stomped this team, and the last game we got stomped, and this is just matchmaking. This is just the reality of matchmaking in World of Tanks. It happens. It's going to happen. It's going to keep happening. It's just the way it is, and there's nothing you can do about it. It's just very unbalanced, so... Alright. We're like middle by experience and damage and whatever. And let's get into a fourth game. So far, we have over 3 battles, 1663 damage, 302 assist. It's not terrible. Himmelsdorf is a really garbage map for this tank. This is tier 9 matchmaking. So, a lot of people like going to the 1-2 line on this map. Normally what I do in a tank destroyer like this is I'll take like this line right here. So this way you kind of have shots going this way and you kind of have shots going this way when you need them, but you have to wait for support, right? So we'll see like where people go. If I get some people going west, then I will help support the west. Let's kind of see what happens here. SC-130 is going this way. Okay, M41 is going this way. Alright, I-6, we have people coming this way. So I like to sit like right in this pocket right here. I feel like this is a pretty good play. Just kind of wait for people to cross here. Let's see. Might get the bat chat. There we go. Ouch. I wonder if the Borsk took a blind shot. Like, what? I don't know what the heck that was, because he hit me like right as I shot. So could have just been that he was that quick when the bat chat lit me up there. I don't want to take a blind shot, so I'm just kind of waiting a second. Make sure no one's going to blind fire this. Make sure I'm not lit here. As long as I stay still here, I shouldn't be... There's no way I should be getting spotted with 40-something% concealment until I fire. And yeah, I do shoot a lot of APCRs on this vehicle, guys. I'm aware of that. It's really just a shell velocity thing. It's almost not even a pen thing. It's like shell velocity, you know? Just waiting for this Conway to poke one more time. He will do it. Not spotted. Borsk is pushing this. Just watching that. I'm going to go with standard rounds just because of what we're aiming at right now. Conway is kind of coming this way. Viper's here. Alright. I want to see if I can have an angle to shoot. Yeah, and this is where this thing kind of sucks. It's kind of a turd because it goes so slow in reverse, but I think we need the support here right now, so that's what I'm going to go for. Just do a quick spot check. We really can't support this M41 from here. It's unfortunate, but... And this is why sometimes going to like the one line is not a bad play. It would have worked out in this case. Missed the S1. What I'm going to do now is just kind of sit like... I just want to get one shot on this guy and then run back. You know what I mean? As they push in. I wonder if I can get a shot like this. Can I do it like this? Yeah, this works better. Just kind of sit and wait right here for him to push up. E50. Wow, man. Even with the APCRs. It's pretty wild. The IS-6 is still alive, so we have some support here. Gosh, just trying to do a little more damage before this game is over, man. Those guys aren't pushing. I'm going to try for another on the E50. Conway's pushing too. Okay. Wasn't even spotted from that. Yeah, it's because their viewports are like blocked. Okay. Yeah, at this point, this game is done. Like, we've lost all this. They're gonna push this, so this is just a matter of trying to get the best spot now. I think I want to do something like just stay here, honestly. Let's see. Borsk is pushing here. Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out like how I can get like 2 more shots out of this, but I don't think we're gonna even get that. Let's go this way. Okay, he shot HE. Oh, Projetta was right there. Okay, yeah, 1500 damage. I think we'll play even one more game. This will be the first video ever where I'll do 5 games, but I really want to give you guys a good kind of feel for this tank. Because I do enjoy playing it. You know, it's something different. Not much else to say. So we're actually top by experience that game. We did what we had to do, guys. You know, you do what you have to do in this game in order to, you know, get some damage. When you know you're going to lose, it's like at that point, you know, you just try your best to, I don't want to say pad stats, but it's really just a personal performance thing. Really, so. This map's pretty tough for a tank destroyer, I'll be honest. All 8 matchmaking, which should be exciting. I tend to always go this way with a tank destroyer. The reason for that is because if you lose the 9 squares of this map that matter, you can come back to right here and you actually have decent shots from this like ledge over here. So that's what I'm gonna do. I like to come up to like right around this bush, and you can support from here. These are your teammates, man. And look at this guy. Like, it's just no one even tries to like turn out of the way, man. So yeah, where this Panther is going is about where I like to be. I think it's a pretty good area. This 122 TM is pushing. Borisk is making a really dumb play. I would not be doing that if I was him with the TM there, but it is what it is. Yeah, so we're going to come up to like this area. Dude, we're going to lose this like immediately. The TM's already pushing this guy. Yeah, man. Okay. Yeah, I'm not a fan of what's going on here. I'm trying to see, like, is the M41 going to actually light something that I can hit, right? That's the question. The Panther's now pushing this guy. Okay. I'm trying to put myself where I can assist these guys. SU's lit. The M41 is just not in a good area, in my opinion. Like, I'm trying to support him, but it's kind of tough because... Yeah, now the Scorpion's going to come down. Like, I would have had a shot at him. And he's dead, so that's no good now. That's unfortunate. Yeah, I really wanted to get out of here, but... I went just a little bit too far, you know? I should be unlit. Wow, I'm still lit from here? That's wild, dude. Incredible, guys. I just went a little too far because I was trying. This is the thing, man. Is like this M41, in my opinion. Like I think he's doing okay, but he's just in a terrible position because he's spotting people, or at least he was, like out too far. You know what I mean? So. So I was trying to get closer to him, but I think that's really just my mistake. And this is what I mean with tank destroyers, guys, is I don't play them enough. Like, I should have just stayed where I was, but I just didn't read the situation the right way. Hopefully I'm not spotted from that. If I am, I'm going to be dead. Okay. And this Scorpion, man, like, I have no idea where this Scorpion is now. This is the problem. Like, I know he can't come up this way, but it's just slightly concerning. I'm about to take blind shots at this SU, but I think he is way in cover. Alright, I'm just going to retreat back up to here because I saw that the north was breaking down, but it looks like these guys are further than I thought they would be by now. And we're down by so much HP, man. So much HP. And this is where this thing just kills me because it's so slow. Like, it's very powerful, pretty accurate and stuff, but there's games where I'm just like, dude, if this thing is any slower, I'm about to just like uninstall the game. You know what I mean? It's so slow, dude. Like, it's so bad at speed that Yeah, so I would say like we just read the situation wrong in this game, honestly. Like I'm not really happy with my performance in this game, but it is what it is. So I think in this game you can kind of see like why you should be paying attention to the map, right? And kind of just read the situation better. That's all I can really say about this one. We should have just read the situation better. But I'm still going to try and make up for it by supporting the Ferdinand. It's a tough shot. Like all these guys are going to come up from here, so I'm trying to prepare myself for that. Just kind of clicking here to tell the S1, like, dude, you gotta watch this. We're gonna be in trouble. This sucks. Just wanted to get an HE into him. 700. It's beautiful. This thing lets me down every single time, man, with its accuracy. I have a feeling the WZ will probably be here first. Just a guess. I think he can get up this way. He can? I did what I could, guys. 1,000 damage. But yeah, I think like there was a lot that happened in this game that the team broke down here, and my mistake over on this side of the map is really just what led to the bad game. Unfortunately, I think people were just a little too spread out and just weird stuff was going on. So, but I think if we read the situation better, we probably could have had another shot or two of damage, but that was probably still going to be a loss. Just because the 1, 2, 3 squares on that map are so vital. But in any case, guys, we ended up with 1,511 damage. As you can see, that's a little under my average here, at like 1,900 something damage. So I think we're a little under with this, but a couple of those games were tough, man. You know, 4,000 WTR, we won 2 of the 5 games, and we ended up with about, I'll just round up and say 1,800 combined. So not terrible, but hopefully this is these games were great examples of what to do and what not to do in this vehicle. Again, I'm not an expert at tank destroyers. I've only played 79 battles in this tank. I average a 56% win rate and 1918 damage. You can see that. Just making sure the camera wasn't blocking it. And yeah, that's it, guys. I don't have much more to say about this, but still, I would recommend setting the vehicle up in this way. I think it's your best bet. You could try and swap out like maybe IRM for optics. You could run binocs, but I mean, it's up to you if you want the view range. But I feel like in this vehicle, it's just strictly support, so you really want to have other people spotting for you. So that's it, guys. Hope you enjoyed. That's RHM for you. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I will see you for the next one. Take care, guys. Bye-bye now.